Hey ladies, I'm back. Hey guys, it's Christina Friscia, IFBB Bikini Pro and new head coach of theposingpalace.com. I have some new content coming for you guys. As you can see, this is a backdrop that I put together through Amazon purchases. I'm fully glam today. I decided to get ready, throw on a look, throw on a lip, throw on an earring, and film some videos for you guys, because if you did not know, the Posing Palace is my brand new project. It is my bikini and wellness membership site, but it is not limited to just posing. So my goal with the Posing Palace is to really become your full presentation glam coach, if you will. I am going to be talking about all things about your posing, yes, your presentation, but also makeup, hair, jewelry, suit, tanning, etiquette, showing up to the show, judging, things like that a lot of other athletes aren't necessarily talking about or focusing on. My heart is in getting ready, being that girl, showing up, and also helping to encourage other girls to do the same thing, to discover their inner sass, their inner bad bitch, and show up as her on stage. Have that confidence exude through you, where all you have to do is walk in the room and people are wondering, who's that? Who's she? So in honor of me being totally glam today, by the way, I will include all the details to my jewelry. This is obviously my stage jewelry company, Stage Light Jewelry. These are AB crystals to go with my AB backdrop. The lip is Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm actually not sure of the name. The suit is a mother effing look, I will say, but you can't see the whole thing, so I'll try and take a selfie and include that, because this is like a vibe. So this is Fashion Nova. The shirt underneath is BCBG Max Azria, and I have slippers on. But anyway, so in honor of me being fully glam today, the video that I'm talking about today is the top 4 mistakes that girls make on stage when it comes to their stage makeup. This is one of the most important parts of your stage presentation, having your face done to also match your tan, which is what we will discuss as well. But before you even step on stage, it is good to have a few things that you know what not to do. So come show day, you can either tell your makeup artist about these things ahead of time, make sure that they know, or if you're doing your own makeup, you're planned for it. Before you hit the stage, it is important to know the common mistakes and what not to do so you don't do them yourself. You want to stand out in a crowd, but you also don't want to be too different where people are like, wow, look at that. There are certain things when it comes to stage makeup, especially within the bikini and the wellness divisions, that you need to make sure you're not doing. So let's dive right in and talk about the top 4 mistakes girls make with their stage makeup.
Now, sissy, that wow.
Mistake number 1 is not using enough makeup. When you're on stage, it's important to make sure that your features are highlighted and they stand out. But many girls make the mistake of not using enough makeup because they think they just don't need it. And this can result in a really washed out, dull appearance.
I feel very attacked!
You have to consider that when you have your stage tan on, your makeup needs to blend with that and match with that. The worst thing that I see girls do is either matching their face to the rest of their body when they have a super dark tan, or their foundation just way too light or a total different depth. It's either too yellow or it's too pink compared to the tan. So that's something that you do need to talk to your makeup artist about. Shop for a foundation ahead of time. If you're doing your own tan, if you're doing like a pro tan DIY, which is something that I do quite often for my shows, it's important to test different foundations, see which one is going to work. Do a little test shot of maybe your neck with the tan on one day, just so you can make sure, if you're doing everything yourself like I do, that your makeup blends and it isn't too light, too dark, and it's gonna look good under lights. So also make sure that you're testing your makeup in different settings. So bathroom lights, with a ring light, outside. Pretend you're on stage and see how this color is contrasting with the rest of your body. The goal is to make sure that you're definitely using enough foundation, enough concealer, enough powder, enough contour and bronzer and highlighter, because you want a flawless base on stage.
This is the face I got.
I'm someone on stage that I have found that a pop of a lip makes me look better. Not everyone can pull off a red lip. Not everyone should be wearing a red lip on stage. But for me, with my coloring, with my hair, with my features, the red lip I actually got compliments on from the judges, and they said that they think it looks beautiful. Don't change a thing. So I'm not gonna change a thing. This is actually like a pinkish red, which I kind of really love. I haven't worn this in a while. But anyway, so that's something that you need to consider with your stage makeup is, are you wearing enough? You can be a natural beauty. The girls that you see on stage who are, you know, the top 5, the top 10 competitors, you think of like, they're so beautiful, they're so stunning. They're still wearing a full face of makeup because they're not telling themselves, I'm so gorgeous, I don't need to wear a full face of makeup. They're saying, now's the time to shine. Now's the time to show them just how gorgeous I am, to enhance my natural beauty by enhancing my features and what's gonna make me pop and stand out and look my best. If you're on my channel right now, you're obviously interested in the pageantry of it all, the glam of it all, rocking the right makeup, but it's also important to remember that you have to be feminine in bikini. And this is something that I'm almost apprehensive to talk about because of the climate with politics and everything like that. I don't want to discuss that, but what I do want to say is that bikini, wellness, these are feminine divisions. These are the divisions where you have to look like a woman, a glamorous, beautiful, stunning woman on stage, no exceptions. You cannot come in looking bony, looking like dull, bags under your eyes. You didn't even look like you brushed your hair. You didn't get a trim in 2.5 years. Like you have to manage the bare minimum and then take it up 25%, you know, and that's what they're looking for on stage. Also, you need to be careful with lash extensions. I'm not a fan of lash extensions. I don't think that they look natural. I think that they're kind of overboard and ugly sometimes, to be truthful, but I don't have lashes on today. I just have my mascara going, which is fine. But on stage, I will always wear a strip lash. But the thing that I want you girls to remember when it comes to your lashes is that you have to remember there are overhead lights. So you don't want a lash that's so big and thick that it winds up casting, see how my fingers are doing that? Casting a shadow over your eyes and making you look like you have darkness under your eyes. That is not what you want. So you want a lash that's gonna enhance your natural shape. I love a demi wispy, an Ardell demi wispy, an Ardell wispy, an Ardell 105 with some mascara, some liner. I think that that's the best look. There are other companies. I'm just an Ardell girl because they're cheap and they work. And I want no fuss lashes. I also enjoy their band the most. I don't like the thick black bands that many lash companies have today. I prefer to do my liner and have that be my band. So that's just something to consider as well. Yes, you do need a lash, but you don't need a lash that's so overboard where it's like, whoa, what is going on there? It doesn't even look pretty anymore. Okay, moving on to mistake number 2, not using the right colors. I mentioned this briefly before about your foundation. You need to make sure that the undertone, the base tone of the foundation is going to match the base of the tan you're using.
Girl, look how orange you fucking look, girl. You're used to being my...
So if you've used the tan before, you should know how it applies to your skin and how the color pays off. I find that the Pro Tan is a bit red, warm, orangey on my skin, so that's something that I have made the mistake with in the past, is my foundation was way too yellow, and I wound up getting the e.l.f. contour set. It's like 4 different cream contours, and I'll actually use that in my foundation if I notice that the foundation isn't the right tone or I need to kind of match it a little bit better, because the undertones of those contours can be mixed with your foundation to change the tone a little bit. So I have done that in the past. I do suggest doing that in the past, but even more than that, just nail the right foundation color. Use different types, mix them if you have to, but find a color that works for you. And the foundation you use should also be a foundation that the formula works outside of stage. So if you're a girl that wears her makeup day to day, like I also love the e.l.f. CC cream. That's what I have on my skin today. I don't have the best skin either, and I find that this looks like skin on me, which I really enjoy. So I've been using this e.l.f. CC cream, a different shade, for stage. I also really like the Juvia's Palace foundation for stage. I will let you guys know what color I use for that one as well. So about using the right colors, when it comes to your lip, I have gone through trials and tribulations in 2022, 2021 competing because I did not have my look yet. I was still trying to find my identity, still trying to find what complemented my skin on stage and the lighting and everything. And the makeup can look great in person. When you're taking selfies in the hotel room and you're like, wow, my makeup looks great. Being under stage lights is a whole other beast. You are now a theater actor, and when you think about theater, they have a lot of makeup on because they have to be able to be seen by the people in the back row. So your lips need to be able to be seen by the judges in the front row. And I have worn lips that I thought looked beautiful or thought would have been enough. It was still a neutral, but it was enough for in person. It was not enough for under the stage lights. It looked like I had 0 lips on stage, which is why I wound up actually trying out the red. And I really like that because there's no way to deny that I have a little lip going on. So with that said, I have found a few different colors that are on the neutral side that I can suggest to you girls, especially if you have similar coloring to me that would really work on stage. One of them that my mom actually gave me, she's a makeup artist, so that explains a lot. But one of the things that she gave me for Christmas was the Kylie lip kit in the color Oh Dear. Now in person, I wear that and I'm like, wow, this is not really my color, but I'm sure that under stage, it would be the perfect neutral, just their lip. You know, it will look like you have a nice lip. It's a liquid lipstick, but it's not so deep dimensional color that you're like, oh, what's going on? Or even like this, I probably wouldn't wear on stage. It's a bit too much. Red is a little different. It's a little more classic. But yeah, I would definitely make sure that when you're choosing colors for stage, you're going with colors that you have tried. You did a trial run, they're tried and true for you, and you can trust that they're going to look good under the stage lights, and you're going to have that color payoff that you're hoping to have in your photos. Something as well to consider with your colors is your eyeshadow colors on stage. We love a glam eye. I do. I love the glitter. I love a full lash, like I mentioned before, a nice liner. Like, I love that look. I think that that's always going to be beautiful. A little cut crease, but there are girls that I've seen, unfortunately, that if they have a blue suit, they're wearing blue eyeshadow. And, you know, those are things that you don't want to do on stage. Those are not the right colors for you for stage. Play with your makeup like recording, like me, you know, like in your day-to-day life. If you want to try a different eyeshadow, that's the time to do that. The time when you're on stage is to know what's going to work for you. Look your best. Like, if you had to look whatever the look was, that is your best look always, forever.
Gaga Chandra.
That's what you need to do on stage. We all have that, like, I think we all fall back to, and my mom even told me, wear a red lip for like a year, and I was like, no, it's gonna be too much, it's too much. She was right, because that has always been my best look. Just having a lip, 50s liner, you know what I mean? Like that old Hollywood glam, that's my vibe. That's where I think I look my most beautiful, and I feel my most confident. So what look is that for you? Exude that on stage. Exude that with your whole entire package from head to toe.
What? Everyone feels stupid. Who cares? You feel stupid? Yeah, I did. And then I just chose not to feel stupid. I don't know if I can really get to that point. 90% of life is confidence. And the thing about confidence is no one knows if it's real or not.
Also, don't forget to wear blush, a lot of blush on stage. That's something that I see far too often is we have like a little bit of a cheek thing going on with a blush, with the bronzer, but there's no color. There's no little pop of pink to like brighten you up and make you look like you're happy and sunshiny. Like, that's what makeup is for. It's to enhance your natural beauty, but to also add little pops of things that are going to make you look a little bit brighter and a little bit sunshinier and happier. Okay. So even if you're a makeup artist or you apply the blush when you're in the hotel room, we're sitting backstage. Sometimes like we need to touch up. So make sure you're touching up your cheeks. Make sure you're touching up your lips. I hate the fact that I go to shows and I see girls with that ring around their mouth because they had 2 or 3 meals and water and whatever before they go on stage after they got their makeup done by their makeup artist, and they don't have a lip to touch up. Like, that makes no sense to me. You need to always have a lipstick with you, that a lip color that is your lipstick for stage, and have your makeup artist use that for you. But know what your makeup should be ahead of time for touch-ups. This is like your wedding day, girls. You need to remember that when it comes to touching up on your wedding day, you probably may not have your makeup artist there touching you up every hour, but you, before you step on stage, are responsible on show day to be touching you up. Your makeup artist isn't backstage with you waiting for you to fix your eyeliner and your lashes falling off. Like, these are things that you, as a female, as an athlete, as a competitor, as a pageant girl, need to understand and do. No one should have to tell you to do this. Your coach, who is a guy, is likely not going to tell you, fix your lipstick up, your lashes falling off, can you just do that really quick? You have liner under your eye that looks like it's running, can you do that quick? They're not going to tell you that. They don't know how to enunciate that. Skip the glitter highlight on stage. You are under so many lights that you don't want your face looking like it's a shiny disco ball. You can highlight with your concealer and do it that way, but don't add the additional like glitter highlight on your eye, on your brow bone. It just doesn't look that great on your cheekbone, all that. Do it on your eye. Do the glitter on your eye and a nice lip. That's it. Allow your jewelry to shine for you. Mistake number 3 is not paying attention to the lighting.
No, get those lights off! Off!
On stage, lighting can make a huge difference with how your makeup looks. I kind of touched base on this a little bit earlier, but many girls make this mistake because they just don't take into account what the lighting may be like when applying their makeup and when choosing the colors and when choosing the shadows. You need to also take the time to, if you can, if it's at the same venue that the show was the year previously, look at the stage shots of the girls. Try and get an idea of what the lighting was like, if it was super bright, if it was kind of dull, if you need to pop a little bit more color on that day, you know, if you need to go a little bit harder with the tan that day because of the lighting. These are things that you can discuss with me through the Posing Palace. We can figure out the best game plan for you to shine on show day, but this is something that you also need to be responsible for, and don't wait till the last minute when you're at the venue and you're like, oh my God, I need to change this. I need to add an extra coat of tan. I need to change my lip color. It looks stupid. Like, don't wait till the last minute because it's going to add additional stress, and show day is when all the work should be over and you're just ready to shine. And mistake number 4 is not practicing your stage look well ahead of time. So finally, one of the most important things you can do for your show day is practice what you're gonna look like on show day. This includes your makeup application, as well as your hair, as well as your jewelry, as well as running through your posing with all of it. Because something that I've seen that is unfortunate is once girls put their jewelry on, once girls have their hair down and done and not up in a messy bun like they're usually practicing their posing, they kind of don't know what to do with themselves. And
clearly the struggle is real.
And they get themselves caught with like a hair movement situation and half of it's still there, you know, like, and it looks bad, it looks messy. So there's no reason why you should be waiting until the last minute to practice something that means so much to you. You're dedicating so many months and weeks and hours of your life to trying to look your best on stage in terms of your physique. And you're gonna leave the details that will make your physique shine and stand out to the last minute or as an afterthought. It doesn't make sense. The glam, being that girl, is just as important as what your physique looks like, because you can have the best physique on stage. You could have worked the hardest, sacrificed the most, but at the end of the day, if you're not able to show that off in the right way and make yourself shine and look the best, then you're not gonna win. And it's all for nothing. So make sure that you're considering this. Like I mentioned before, you know how brides will do a trial run of their makeup well before their wedding day because they want to know on their wedding what they're going to look like. This is what you need to do for show day. Practice your makeup. Even if you're doing having your makeup done on show day, practice some inspiration looks yourself so you can test your lip and have the lip with you backstage. So you could have a little splash of blush with you backstage if you need to pop it on because you look a little dull and you need to liven up a little bit. The more you practice, the better you are gonna look and the more confident you're gonna feel in your routine and the more confidence you're gonna be able to exude on stage. So there you have it. Those are my 4 mistakes that I see girls make very often when it comes to their stage makeup. And I'm wondering if these are mistakes that any of you have made in the past.
Well, did you not or did you not come for me today?
I know I sure have.
I didn't go to school for math.
So remember, the key to great stage makeup is making sure that your features stand out, that you're choosing the right colors, that you're taking into account what the lighting situation is going to be like, and that you're rehearsing it and you're practicing your look so you know come stage day, you're ready to shine. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something from today's video. Be sure to subscribe down below and check out theposingpalace.com for all of your posing, presentation, and glam coaching needs for bikini and wellness competitors. I have a lot of great content coming to this site, and I really hope that you're able to learn something from me and that hopefully we can work together in the future. I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.
Bye. Bye. Get out. Get out. Get out.